These are my favorite fragrances for a night out. We have some niche and some designer. I'm going to start off with the designer fragrances. Number 1, Carolina Herrera Bad Boy. This is the original EDT, although arguably most of the Bad Boy line can be worn for a night out. I think I just prefer to wear this. This is very sweet. It's patchouli and cocoa, almost like a chocolatey type feel you get with this. Now, the only thing I will say, in my opinion, this leans really youthful. It does smell like a sweet, youthful clubbing fragrance. And so I think if you're a more mature man and you want something more classic and elegant, this might not be the one for you, but this does smell very good for a night out because it's so sweet, fun, playful, and it really projects off your skin. One of my best friends owns Bad Boy, and every time I see him and he's wearing this, I can smell it from across the room, so I know it projects well. Even though it's an EDT, it's a good performing fragrance, and for that reason, it's a fantastic night out fragrance. Up next, from Valentino, the best in the Valentino line, 100% this is the best one. This is Valentino UOMO Intense. This is a Bad Boy style fragrance. I could imagine a Bad Boy wearing this because this is sweet iris. You have vanilla, iris, and you have this really cool masculine leather note. So although this is similar to Dior Homme Intense and Givenchy Gentleman EDP, this adds a leather note to make it more interesting and more relevant for a night out. If you want to go to a cool bar and you want to wear a leather jacket, this is the best fragrance for that situation. This is Valentino UOMO Intense, fantastic for a night out. Sticking with the designer fragrances, this is Chestnut Vanilla Boozy Rum, and this is a great night out fragrance. Stronger With You, absolutely. This for me would be the best going out fragrance in the Stronger With You line, simply because of that rum note. If we're looking at a boozy note, a rum note, that's going to be great for when you're going out having fun. So this for me, this and Intensely are the best in the Stronger With You line, in my opinion. This has fantastic performance, as does the Intensely, but if we're picking one for a night out, absolutely is going to be my choice. I love the mix of vanilla, of chestnut, patchouli, and rum. This is a fantastic fragrance, and if you want to get anything from the Stronger With You line, I would go with either the Absolutely, this one with the added rum, or I'd go with Intensely. But we're talking about a night out fragrance, Absolutely is going to be a fantastic choice. Now the last of the designer fragrances, and probably the most classiest, would be Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. Now, leather fragrances for me, I associate with going out because I don't really know when else to wear them. I wouldn't wear Tom Ford's Ombre Leather when I'm dressed in normal clothes, in casual clothes. It's not an office fragrance. Well, it could be an office fragrance. If you work in a fancy office, nice suit, etc., it could be an office fragrance, but it's not a casual fragrance. So the only times I could wear this, because I don't work in an office, would be going out. So when I'm going out with my friends or my partner, I think Ombre Leather is such a good choice, especially if you're dressing up a little bit nicer. If you're wearing a slightly nicer shirt than normal, maybe even a suit, this is where Ombre Leather comes into it. Leather, cardamom, white flowers. This is beautiful, smooth, spicy leather, and Tom Ford does leather like no one else. Moving on to the niche fragrances, ENIGMA Parfum Cologne. I love this fragrance. I think it's fantastic. It's so unique, so interesting. It's fizzy, it's sparkly, almost smells like Coca-Cola. But then after it dries down a little bit, it becomes sweet, it becomes boozy. You have patchouli and spices. It's fantastic. It's such a unique fragrance, and I think if you are getting into fragrances and you want to experiment with different smells and really find out how perfumes can smell, I would really recommend trying ENIGMA, because for me it's like nothing else I've tried before. Performance is actually pretty good on this, and it's a really great going out fragrance. Again, similar to Tom Ford's Ombre Leather, not that they smell the same, but I just don't know when else to wear ENIGMA apart from when I'm dressing up nicely and going out. And lastly, the strongest beast mode, most polarizing fragrance on this list, that's Oud for Greatness. This for me would be more of an outdoor fragrance. If you go into like an outdoor party, that's when this would work, because it's such a beast mode scent. You could wear it to obviously going out to a nice bar or something, absolutely, but make sure you're wearing decent clothes wearing this. At least that's my recommendation to you, because it's so classy, it's sophisticated, it smells so expensive, it's masculine, it's spicy leather, it's quite dry, not much sweetness. But talking about oud fragrances, this is just the best kind of oud that I've smelt. It's easy to wear, but it's strong, and it's a fantastic fragrance. It's expensive, but if you buy it and keep it for special occasions, Oud for Greatness will be such an amazing fragrance for you to own.